are starting to emerge that both women and girls alike are starting to become more assertive, more aggressive, and more violent. And you will see many examples of these behaviors in both television media as well as in schools, your community, or even maybe in your family. For mainstream television, you'll see, examples such as Jersey Shore, Bad Girls Club. For women, you will see the Real Housewives series, Basketball Wives. There's many of them, and millions of women and teens are watching these programs. Those are their role models. Well, when you look at communities, you will see girls, repeating that behavior. So the question is, what is really going on? What is causing all these girls and women to become so aggressive and so assertive? Many times they are cursing, fighting one another, competing against one another. They are very mean-spirited. They say ugly things. They even resort to violence. We see a lot of statistics and even domestic violence statistics where women are becoming the abusers. Well, we also know statistics show that single-parent households are starting to lead the nation in the new family structure. So, as a result today, we have a lot of single mothers, which are raising both boys and girls. So when you have single mothers raising children and it's flooding society, it can influence children, both boys and girls, to start to lean on the woman for guidance. So as children are coming up in society, and not only that, most of their friends are also being led by single parent households. To make matters worse, a lot of the single mothers, when they go to work, because they have to work, they have to provide for their children are also going to daycares, which is dominated by women in the workforce, and then to schools where women dominate the workforce. It can tend to make the women actually, do the flip role and start to become the man, so they become more aggressive and assertive. This is a very female-dominated society. So what we have been doing as a result is men and boys have been emasculated. Even case studies are showing that even teen girls are becoming the new aggressors. They're initiating dating. They're initiating sex. They're initiating everything. So really, when I was a child, you had to worry about boys going after girls. But today, the girls are actually going after the boys. When you have a society of abandoned women and children and fatherless homes, things start to go chaotic. And the reason why is because it's out of order. We can't, no matter how strong we are as a woman, we cannot teach a boy to be a man. And a girl needs a father. As a girl that didn't really have good structure from a mother or a father, I know the damage that it created. It really attacked my self-esteem. So we have a whole generation of children who are confused. They're very surface focused. They're very prosperity focused and career focused. So it sways them from who they really are inside. It attacks their self-esteem. So we have these girls growing up to be women who are successful in their career, monetarily, but they're suffering with an unhealthy self-esteem, and they're hurting themselves, and as a result, hurting people hurt others. We have women and girls that are embracing this independent mentality, the strong woman syndrome, where they feel that they don't need anyone, that they only need themselves. They walk around bitter and guarded. To address this trend, I wrote a book called Independent No More. It will be out in stores and on Amazon Kindle in June of 2012, which is just a few short months. And it basically addresses the independent woman deception. You see Beyonce proclaim it. You see it in our songs, our TV. You see your best friends proclaim it. You know, I don't need a man. I don't need anyone. I can do this by myself. And where that philosophy came from is when women or girls are broken at some point, they typically go into one of two directions. They can become either too desperate and needy, so they have little or no boundaries, or they become rigid, guarded, and bitter, to where they have too many boundaries, so they build a brick wall around them, like a fortress. Even as a reformed, independent woman myself, when I hit that pillow at night, it was a different story. I felt like I needed someone. But the problem with these ideologies and these trends is when the trends change, as they always do, your identity changes with it. And until you really find out who you are as a woman, not who society defines you as a woman, but who you are as a woman inside, then you're always going to follow trends and ideologies which just lead down a path of self-destruction. You know, we have to create a model in society for young girls to emulate. We have to build up the boys and men to become the strong men so they can become the next leaders. We can't do it alone. We can't do it alone. It's not meant to do alone. So we really need to come together to actually help uplift our men. But first we have to change ourselves. And the reason why we have to first change ourselves is because we raise boys and men and girls. But most importantly is that men respond to us. They respond to how we treat ourselves. If you have questions or concerns or even suggestions on future topics, please contact me at Katrina@B.L.O.G magazine.org. Until next time, be beautiful, be graceful, and
Look
be
in the
blessed.
mirror, look in the mirror, the mirror, look in the mirror. It's time to embrace the life that you have, full of so much hope and the dreams.